Yo, welcome in homie. This week is kinda special. It brings in a variety of interesting games with a pinch of horror games to fit the season, I guess. Personally, I don't really need horror games, I just look at myself in the mirror and I'm pretty much good to go. And we start at sea this week with you setting sail in World of Sea Battles, an action-packed open-world MMO in the golden age of sailing. Here you get to command historic ships, battle in PvP and PvE, shape the economy and engage in territorial guild wars in your quest for glory across the high seas. Probably the only thing you can't do in this game is listen to your crew sing pirate shanties and engage in rum-induced twerk fests in the taverns while you sport your fancy pirate outfit. Don't get me wrong, getting wrecked by veterans with pay-to-win ships in PvP and paying stiff mooring fees every time you want to dock at a player guild-controlled island will probably stifle your progression to rage-quitting thresholds eventually. But until then, the jar is probably gonna be filled up with a whole lot of pirate juice. Whatever the hell that means. World of Sea Battles is currently sitting in with mixed reviews and it's most likely tied to the pay-to-win goodness I talked about earlier. Next up, we take a look at Etheria Restart, that's getting absolutely destroyed on Steam, sitting in with mostly negative reviews just about 24 hours after release. Etheria is an ethereal hero RPG of sorts. To preserve the flame of civilization, humanity transfers their consciousness into the virtual world of Etheria, and you as a hyperlinker will enter the virtual world to uncover the hidden truths of Etheria. Now, without having tried this bad boy, I'm pretty sure the negativity stems from the ruthless gacha mechanics that this game has to offer, so keep that in mind if you decide to jump into this turn-based combat game with a twist of Asian sensation. Oh, and real quick, if you want free games served fast and with a side of weirdness, then do us both a favor and smash the subscribe button. We are well on our way to 15,000 subscribers, and that's pretty crazy if you think about it. And as always, links to all of the games mentioned in this video are chilling in the description. Straight to the deals, no googling or nonsense required. Okay, next up, get your vocals and dance moves ready with Idol Party 2. Actually, no, I'm not covering this juicy game with impressive jiggly mechanics. We are moving on. Let's instead have a look at J-Jump Arena, that's off to an impressive start with mostly positive reviews. J-Jump Arena is a free-to-play turn-based elimination party game in which you'll probably blow yourself up but still have a good time doing it. The question is, do you think you've got the brains to survive the chaos that unfolds with this game? In J-Jump Arena, you'll plan your moves, then watch the madness unfold as everyone acts at once, chaos guaranteed. You have to carefully predict your opponent's actions and outmaneuver them to stay in the game. Let's be real though, you'll probably blow yourself up, but that's half the fun. Next up, I want to take a quick jump over to the Epic Store with a total of 3 free games to claim this week. And right now you can claim Fear the Spotlight, which despite offering graphics that look like they were made when Jesus was walking on earth, it's still sitting in with overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. Fear the Spotlight is an atmospheric third-person horror adventure with a disturbing mystery to unravel. You get to sneak into school after hours with Vivian and Amy and survive a seance gone wrong. And here you'll be solving tactile puzzles, and whatever you do, stay out of the spotlight. In fairness, it's crazy what happens when 2 lesbians take edibles and call the dead for a status update. And then starting the 30th of October, you can claim Bendy and the Ink Machine and Into the Pit. Bendy and the Ink Machine is a first-person puzzle action horror game that begins in the far days past of animation and ends in a very dark future. Here you get to play as Henry as he revisits the demons of his past by exploring the abandoned animator's workshop of Joey Drew Studios. With twists and turns around every corner, Bendy the Ink Machine is sure to thrill you and decimate your childhood. In fairness, you'll never look at cartoons the same way again. Bendy and the Ink Machine is a fairly juicy giveaway with a total asking price of €19 or $22 and currently sitting in with very positive reviews. And alongside Bendy the Ink Machine, I've said that 17 times enough, you can also claim Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit, which is something I tell all of my dates on the very first date, the Into the Pit part. Anyway, Oswald wishes both his town and his life weren't so boring. And that all changes when he explores the ball pit in a rundown pizzeria and finds himself in the past. Here you'll have to survive 5 nights of terror in this chilling adventure game. You'll get to travel between time periods, gather clues, and outrun the threat relentlessly pursuing you. The key here is to move swiftly and stay hidden, and you may just survive. But the developer tells you to be careful. It's not just your own life that's on the line. Oswald's father and children from the past could all meet their end if you don't save them. Absolutely no pressure whatsoever. It's another decent giveaway from the Epic Store with a strong asking price of €20 or $23 and currently sitting in with overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. It's been a while since we've got an overwhelmingly positive reviewed game free on the Epic Store, so that's extra nice. Next up, I want to take a quick look at The Last Shores, where you will immerse yourself in a relaxing contemplative adventure game, a top-down 3D solar punk exploration game where nature and mystery meet. You play as Tal, a young biologist on a mission, freshly graduated from the Green Corps University and sent to an abandoned island for a 1-year internship, and your objective is fairly simple. Clean up the entire island, restore the ecosystems, and unravel the secrets buried beneath these forgotten lands. But as always, you will soon discover that there's much more to this island than meets the eye. I won't spoil this bad boy too much, but it's a super chill on the chill scale. Only downside is it's kinda short. Next up, we take a look at Days Without Incident. You know, like the sign that building places put up to show how long it's been since someone had an incredibly horrible accident. And here, your investigations have brought you to an old metalworks factory abandoned after a series of mysterious deaths. But something's been growing in the quiet, a short first-person survival horror experience. It's off to a decent start, sitting in with the very positive reviews on Steam, and considering it was released yesterday, that's pretty impressive. Next up, I want to have some honorable mentions, and we start with Warsphere. As a spherical death robot, you blast, dash, and loot your way through procedurally generated worlds. It's all about the pew pew, and that's something that makes sick fish sticks extra happy. A pretty fun, free, top-down shooter with a roguelike experience. There could be some quality of life improvements, but that's definitely worth your time. There's a lot of content from what I can tell, and that's amazing. With an asking price of $0, it's actually a pretty good deal. Next up, a game you should play if you're lucky enough to have friends. Spark and King is a couch co-op puzzle platformer where the player will take the role of either Spark, the electric bug, or Kling, the metal gel blob. They're trapped in a homemade lab by a mad scientist, and the players will have to overcome obstacles and work together to escape. I guess it's fair to call this bad boy a free-to-play version of It Takes Two. At least that's the vibe that I'm getting. Last but not least, I want to get your attention on Feud, which is a turn-based strategy game. You get to swap pieces on a 4x4 grid to isolate your opponent's pieces, or just go straight for the king to create an elimination. Here you can either hone your skills against 3 AI characters with distinct playstyles and then challenge your friends online or on the same screen if you're so unlucky that they're sitting next to you. In fairness, it's a pretty interesting concept and requires you to think multiple steps ahead, and surprisingly fun, even for a dude with limited brain cells. So if you're one of those big brain strategy boys out there, then I think you might enjoy this little indie board game. It's 100% free to play on Steam and sitting in with very positive reviews. Since I have your undivided attention, I just wanted to give you a quick heads up that the Steam Winter Sale for 2025 has been announced. It's just around the corner, starting date set for December 18th. And this is without a doubt the only sale of the year that will heat up your ice cold heart and burn a huge hole in your wallet at the very same time. Some people out in the review community also call this the opener of wallets, so I hope you've had the opportunity to lubricate yours. But fear not, I'm here to help you save money and have a great time playing your favorite games on the cheap. I'll do my best to cover any great deals during the sale, so do yourself a favor and subscribe so you don't miss out. And I think that pretty much brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you 1,000 times for taking the time to watch my video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see your beautiful faces in the next one. Peace out.